Good morning, grade 7s. I hope you had a great time at band camp last week, and welcome to the beginning of your week. Miss Goy is in for me today and tomorrow, and she's going to be taking you through this mini lesson on characters in reading in our Reader's Workshop here this morning. I also want you to be thinking about some of the things that we learned about as you head down to the play a little bit later this morning from Alberta Opera. Okay, so in this lesson we want to figure out how do we learn about characters in our reading. And last week we had done a lesson on using Smart Ideas, the concept mapping tool, to be as a way for us to flesh out who our characters are. Want to go a little bit more deeply into that, and then later this week you'll be doing a book talk on a character in your book. So you need to get prepared for that. And here's some ways that we learn about characters, and after we've gone through this list, you're going to choose 2 or 3 of these to highlight and tell yourself more about who some of the characters are you're reading about in your current reading. So how do we learn about characters? Well, we learn from their actions, their decisions, and choices. This is a very important way that authors have us learn about characters, things that they decide to do, actions that they take, and choices that they make. So I want you to be thinking about that in a book that you're reading. We also learn from their thoughts. So many authors will give us insight and let us see and hear the thoughts of a character, and this tells about who they are, what they're able to do, what their personality is like, and many other things. So think about if your book is giving you some insight into the thoughts of a character. Of course, we can also learn from their appearance, their habits, their lifestyles. It tells us this. All of these things tell us about their background, who they are as they're growing up, things that they appreciate, people that they would like to associate with or be around. And so the appearance, habits, and lifestyle of a character can give us a lot of insight. And sometimes we have to make that inference. So you can tell somebody about their appearance and habits and what you think this means about who that character is. From the ways they change is another way that we learn about a character. So often characters will grow from the beginning of a book or experience some type of change over the course of a book. So I really want you to think about, how is my character changed or changing over time? And this will tell you, again, more about who that character is. Authors will also tell us the ways or let us see how a character reacts or responds or relates to others. So when faced with a challenge, how does this character react? That tells us, again, a little bit more deeply about who this person or character is. We can also learn about a character by what others are saying about them. And when I say what others are saying about them, I mean other characters in the book. And so, again, you might have 2 other characters talking about another one, or one we can see the thoughts of another character about someone else, and again, that tells us more about who that person might be. And then another one, of course, is the way others react or respond or relate to them, to the main character that we're thinking about. So you're going to write these down in your Reader's Workshop journal, these 7 ways that we learn about characters. And then what you're going to do is, so that's this one here, you're going to copy these notes into your Reader's Workshop journal. Then I want you to start to build some jot notes or use Smart Ideas, that tool we started using last week, or some other method to gather information about your character. And this is all in preparation to give a book talk, but also to do some paragraph writing later this week. Again, I'm evaluating your writing, sharing a main idea, supporting it with details. So you're going to gather information about your character, prepare to give your book talk. Ms. Goy will have a place for you to sign up to give your book talk, and then of course the last thing you'll be doing is you'll be choosing 2 or 3 of these ways to tell about your character and using those to write a full paragraph that write to me or a classmate about a character in something that you're reading now. Okay, so good luck with that, and I will see you a little bit later this week to carry on and begin our book talks.